Love this one. Twitter say no. Now. Twitter say. We need to come up with a solution, really. We'll carry it over to the next hour. If you're just tuning in, it is Starfm, sounding good all the time. I appreciate you for listening and choosing us. I am V Candy. It is the morning galaxy, your mid-morning cruise into the stars, into the galaxy, and I am happy. It's still Women's Month, and we thought, why not? Why not kickstart this conversation with a person that will be a regular on the show? And yes, we're so happy to be joined by Shalom Govero, a trainer, a speaker, a facilitator, a coach in social finance with accreditation from the International Labour Organization. She trains various financial education courses in Zimbabwe and the region. Hey, girl.
Hi, Weekendy. Good to be back. Good to be here.
Good to have you. Looking good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I brought my huge jacket. Can you see? I'm like...
Because you still remember.
I know. This place is a cold room.
Literally, it's a cold room.
Yeah.
So you came prepared.
I
no
came
shivers.
Prepared. No shivers around here.
Definitely. How has been Women's Month for you?
Women's Month has been a lot. It started off, I went to Mimosa and I had so much fun with women there, women in mining. So that was a lot of fun, seeing women who've really broken the glass ceiling and doing amazing things, making money in an industry where there are not a lot of women doing that. So that was really good. Yeah, that was really, really good. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of training around various issues. I also had a group of women that were just training on money. How you can invest, how you can save, how you can budget, how you can grow the income you have, how you can also do different things around money making skills. And that's what I wanted to talk about today in terms of the theme of the Global Money Week, which just ended yesterday.
Into it. Build your future.
Exactly.
Talk to us, Shalom.
So that was the theme for Global Money Week. Global Money Week actually officially ended yesterday. So it was 21 to 27 March. And I really liked this theme because building your future means really looking at yourself and saying, what sort of skills do I have that that can take me into the future? And not just looking at money and or looking at business as something that should just help you survive from day to day, but really looking at business more holistically and saying, I want to make sure that this business that I'm building can actually sustain me into the future. And also to say to yourself, how am I upskilling? So I think today my conversation is really for those of us who are maybe in business or who are considering to get into business, to say, it's important for us to be upskilling because the world we're working with right now is not the world of, maybe 10 years ago. Do you know that I started using WhatsApp in 2013, I think? It doesn't...
Around about the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't... 2012, 2013, thereabout?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't even make sense for me to say that because a lot of us right now, WhatsApp is literally what we use for messaging. We don't even use text anymore,
it's
right?
Like it's been there forever.
It's like it's been there forever. Imagine. Yeah. So life back then was actually very different from what it is now. And yet when I mean back then, I'm not talking about 20 years ago. No. I'm just talking 2012. Imagine. That's not even like 15 years ago. All right. So where I want to take this conversation today is to say, when you're looking at yourself and the skills that you have, can you survive the next 10 years and still be making money in the next 10 years? Right. So, even for myself, I keep upskilling. I keep thinking to myself, what can I do differently? So this year I picked up a digital marketing course. Why? Because I need to upskill. I need to start thinking more broadly about the work that I'm doing. I need to pick up, e-facilitation skills because,
That's
me
where
training.
The world is going.
Exactly. Training is no longer just about putting people in a classroom setting or at a hotel, and then training them for 3-4 days in one place. It's about re-looking at the tools that I have and saying, how can I present the same information but in various ways and on various platforms? So one of the things I wanted to just point out this morning was you need to upskill and pick up high value technical skills. What do I mean by that? What value do you add, to the work that you're doing? So technical money making skills, around things that are more technologically oriented. So things like digital marketing, interior design, all of those things are taking us more and more into the future. Even when we are trying to help Vanavedu to choose, let's say career options, for example.
Yes.
Let's pick up things like web design. Let's pick up things like coding. Let's pick up things like video editing for them.
Not things that are being slowly phased out.
Exactly.
So you have to look into the future and anticipate what the world will be like.
Exactly.
3 years from now, will it be relevant or it will be obsolete?
That's it.
Imagine.
That's it. Imagine that right now, even accountants are feeling the pressure because there's a whole lot of technology now, that is now infusing the accounting world. So, for example, I don't need an accountant anymore. Why? Because I have an app on my phone that takes all the things that, I can just pretty much put everything in there and it generates income statements for me, generates cash flow statements for me. So it means I don't necessarily need an accountant anymore, right? I may need an auditor, but I don't need an accountant anymore because I'm doing all these things on my phone as I go. Saka ndikatobhadhara munhu panzapo nemari yebusiness, ndinongoenter pafoni pangu. And it actually just records that as a sale. So what am I saying? I'm saying let's really think creatively around skills that will be relevant even in the future. And some of these skills don't even need you to go and get a 3-4 year degree like some of us did, right? You can do them as short courses, and they are much cheaper because they are short courses, right?
Which one would you recommend now? You said video, you mentioned different things.
Yes.
For someone who's looking into just upgrading or upscaling, which one would you recommend?
So one of the things I often tell people is that there are already free courses on some of these things that I've already mentioned. For example, Google right now has a free course on digital marketing, on social media marketing, right?
A free course.
A free course that's online right now. If you just type in on Google to say free digital marketing course Google, it will pop up. You can do it over as long as you want, because really it's up to your time management and how fast you are able to go through all the tasks and all the information that's available. So one of the reasons why I keep saying this to people is that there is such a huge demand, especially right now in Africa. We don't have a lot of good technical digital marketers who can actually tailor make digital solutions for our own people, because susu totoziva kuti munhu kuti aende pawebsite anoda data handiti. Saka muZimbabwe even portals will tell you kuti penetration yeinternet vanhu vazhinji vari kushandisa WhatsApp. It's probably about 46% of internet traffic is on WhatsApp. So what does that tell you? We need people who actually understand how to come up with solutions that are tailor-made for our own country, for our own African terrain. And that means there's a huge gap there. And I speak to a lot of people. I also do social media marketing for people, and people will tell me kuti ndinongoisa mari toda kubooster, but handisi kuwana vanhu vanoita sei vari kuuya kuzotenga from my platform. Zviri kuitika. And then this is where we come in and say no, you need to understand what are your objectives, what are you doing to market. And I think that's another skill that for a lot of us who are in business, we need to have sales and marketing skills. Even if you are uchiti zvoni handina time, inini ndinongogona zvokuita basa rangu chairo.
Yeah.
You need to invest in that. Invest in sales and marketing, because if you don't know how to sell, you're not going to sell anything at the end of the day. So picking up courses even around sales and marketing will help you to be able to actually sell better whatever you have.
Starfm sounding good all the time. It is Money Mondays, and we have Shalom in the studio. We are talking about building your future, a theme that is for the Global Money Week theme that was this past week, right? Shalom Govero, a trainer, speaker, e-facilitator, and coach in social finance. If you have any questions, feel free to come on our WhatsApp platform. We'll take a short break, and we will be back.
Starfm at 10. Extreme Radio.
Are you ready? Are you ready? It's about to get lit. Tel One is coming to your area with fast, reliable, and affordable internet connectivity. G-Town, Tirikuya Hot Ikoko with Blaze LTE. Pafontaine Ridge Phase 2 Apo. We are coming to your hood with fast internet soon. Fontaine Ridge Phase 1, Aspendale. Mount Pleasant Heights Phase 2, and Mavazua Tatoshika. We are now in your area and selling super fast internet. Very fast. To register for Blaze LTE, or any of our fast broadband offers. WhatsApp 0719-700-951 today and get connected. Tell one, the future is better together.
Be Candy on the Morning Galaxy, right here on Star FM.
So the question is, how are you upscaling? How are you pivoting in a fast-paced and fast-changing world that we find ourselves in? It's Money Mondays, and we have Shalom Govero in studio, a trainer, speaker, a facilitator, and coach in social finance. So you were saying that if you have your business, it's important to know how to market and how to sell your product without just what to say, promoters on your Facebook page, because that is what most people are doing.
Yeah, hatisi kunyatsonzwisisa kuti zvinoitwa sei. I mean, last week I was with a group of entrepreneurs. They were sponsored by a local institution to come in and just, during Global Money Week and learn how to improve their businesses. So we're talking about nyayo sales and marketing. Ndikavabvunza kuti, you know what, a lot of the times we are not taking our time to actually understand how some of these channels work, how some of these platforms work. But also, most importantly, if you don't know how to sell your product, right, it becomes difficult for you to grow your sales and also grow mari yacho yawakapindira business kuti uite handiti. And a lot of the times vamwe vedu titori nestock kudzimba uko, tori nezvinhu zvatinazvo, and for us to be able to actually sell and make the money, you need to know how to market, how to promote your products properly. So as an example, yesterday I think I was on Twitter and someone had posted like a bucket of fish and put their number. I mean, okay, I like fish generally, and I'm seeing the fish, they look nice. Okay, they look like they're bream. I don't know what they are. You haven't written kuti wangoti fish for sale. I bream here chimbori chi no anikwa kupi imari, package imari. Ndikakufonera ndenda kutobvunza mubvunzo yese iyoyo. Saka ini ndinobva ndangofizuka ndototi handichatodi kutenga, because really if I have to ask
like a lot of work.
I have to ask product description kuti chimbori chi, I have to ask price, I have to ask unowanika kupi, ndinowana sei ningirini product mumaoko mangu. These are basic things that we are not able to do. Why? Because you haven't actually learned how to market and promote your products. So some of the things is just saying, let me pick up a course, let me pick up even kungoverenga chaiko zvimwe zvinhu zvakangozara pamaarticle pamainternet. Learn how to sell your products. I mean, I when I was in college, I used to work for this guy, a guy in a marketing firm, and I used to just marvel at how much time he would spend learning the sales process, learning how to get into people's minds. I don't like kutoverenga mabuke, the psychology of selling. Imagine. And he used to make lots of money. I remember one time he was like, you know what, we're not making as many sales, let's do a promotion. Takaita promotion iyoyo ndofunga takaita like 3,000 pounds in profit just over like 3 or 4 weeks, because this guy realized, you know what, I need to change what I'm doing, I need to change how I'm promoting my products. So a lot of the times we are not realizing that a lot of the things that we are struggling with is because we have not learned how to do it.
We've not invested our time and
exactly
research.
Exactly.
I have a message here saying on upskilling that we're talking about Candy and the Shalom has a word. I started learning graphic and web design, and when lockdown started, since then I've been learning from Udemy. I managed to upskill, and until corporates could recognize me this year, I had to choose jobs. I'm upscaling now, learning motion graphics and video editing. I agree with her. That's Liket Magwizi. Wonderful.
Very, very true. I mean, that's a whole area. Graphic design, making flyers, making promotional material. These are areas that a lot of people have not invested their time into. And it doesn't actually take you that long to learn those things, especially if it's something that comes naturally to you. Kune vamwe vedu vekutoti ukatobuda panze apo ukatarisa logo unogona kutaura kuti logo yaisi right, inofanira kuchinjwa apa neapa, handifariri macolors aya, well, let's change these colors, let's shift this. Unogona kutofamba uchitoverenga mabillboards and you can correct them. There are some people who are just generally like that. So if you know that's something that's already innately in you, If you pick up a course along those lines, you'll make lots of money because people are looking for people with those kind of skills. And not many of us are investing time into those things. And those are skills that are going to be incredibly important in the future. Creativity is going to be incredibly important in the future. Let's not pick up jobs or things that are easy to do. I keep saying to people that important things are hard. So if you feel like something is hard or is demanding a lot of your time right now, invest that right now and it will pay you in the future. And then I wanted to just also mention that let's look at how we can automate the processes in our businesses. A lot of us were running my businesses and we're not even using, let's say for example, WhatsApp Business. WhatsApp Business itself is a tool by itself that you can pick up things like catalogs. You can actually put up automated messages. Zvokuti munhu akakutumira message ka haifani kuramba iripo for 5 hours isina kureplywa nemunhu, because that WhatsApp Business you can actually set an automated message. Vamwe vedu tiri kurana mabusiness ekuti unless munhu atokusimudzira phone atokufonera haawani any information anyway on the face of the earth.
Because you want to part with your money.
Exactly.
Haunyengerere
kutenga. Exactly.
Yes.
I remember I sent a message to someone ndakamuti hai ndokumbirawo kutenga chakati chakati ndachiona patwitter, ndaona price, ndaona number, ndatumira message. Munhu akandireply after 4 hours akangonditi hi, as if this is a social conversation. It's not a social conversation. You need to have a message that's already set in order to write, hi, thank you for your inquiry, ndaona message yamatumira, kana muchida kuti mutenge chakati, this is the process to get it. Why aren't we doing this as people? Why aren't we investing time in making sure that the processes of people getting products into people's hands are actually easy, so that people can easily part with their money without thinking twice and thinking, let me go to the next person.
Yeah.
You know?
When the service is quick and convenient,
exactly,
you'd rather opt for that other service.
That's it.
Shalom, we can't wait to have you back next week. How can people get in touch with you? Where do we find you?
Sure. So you can find me on Facebook, The Finance Wiz, or you can also find me on Twitter, Shalom _ The Finance Wiz, or you can actually send me a message to my WhatsApp business.
And you will reply.
And I'll reply. 0788412018. I'll say it again. 0788412018. Send me a message if you want any of the links to some of the courses I was talking about.
Wonderful. Shalom Govero there. On Money Monday, she is a trainer, speaker, e-facilitator, and coach in social finance. Taking our time to exactly 10 o'clock, it is time for the news.